So when I was a young paratrooper, I was interested in doing selection, but the idea of doing selection actually scared me. The idea of putting myself onto the selection course, putting myself out there and not being able to complete it really scared me. I was really afraid of the idea that I'd go on selection and I wouldn't be successful in getting to the end, or I wouldn't be fit enough to get through the initial phases of selection, or I didn't have what it takes to get to the end. I was concerned or scared that I wasn't good enough to be able to get through selection. So as I applied for it, I kind of applied for it out of curiosity to see, but I was still scared of doing it. I was still unsure if I was going to go and do it, to the point where I never actually told anyone in my family, I never told anyone that was close to me that I was doing selection. The people around me at work knew I was doing it because they just knew what I had planned and they knew what I was training for, looking forward to, or looking to do. So I put my application in, I went through the interview process, and then I heard nothing back. So months went on, nothing back, and I just figured that I wasn't successful. I was just going to move on with my life. And then it's a Friday afternoon, just before we're about to finish work. We've got a weekend planned where we're going to go out and enjoy ourselves, and as we're getting knocked off at the end of work, they call out a list of names of people who need to report the following Monday for the 3-day entry assessment, which is quite difficult. So as they're calling out their names, my name is called out in amongst it, and I'm quite surprised because I didn't expect that I'd be on it. So to be honest, I was a little bit pissed off that I hadn't been told, but then I made the choice. I made the choice that I was going to go out anyway because nothing could be done this close to doing the entry test, but I was going to go out and enjoy myself. And then come Monday, I made the choice that I was going to go through whatever level of discomfort I had to go through to achieve a pass result. I was going to attack everything that I had to do on there with the level of focus and commitment that I needed to get through it. I was going to go up there and I was going to lean into everything so that I could pass that initial entry test, and then I could get onto selection. So I went up there and I did what I needed to do, and then I got on selection. From that point forward, I made the decision, or I chose, that I was going to go on selection. I was going to do all the preparation I needed to do. I was going to work as hard as I had to, so that when I got there I was prepared, and I was going to be able to complete selection, get to the end, and then if they didn't choose for me to come through, I wasn't successful there, then so be it. But I was going to take out everything I had control of, and I was going to make sure that through my choices I was able to do it. So I chose to lean into that once I was actually on it. So for me, that was the pivoting point where it was a deliberate decision for me. I chose to lean into it. I chose to take on that discomfort. So one of the biggest things around developing the right mindset is actual choice. It's choosing that you're going to be mentally strong. It's choosing that you want to lean into challenge. It's choosing when things get uncomfortable, you're happy to get uncomfortable with it. So to be able to lead a lifestyle where you can go through discomfort, it's a choice. You get to choose whether you're going to lean into discomfort and whether you're not going to be rattled by it, and whether you're happy to go through it and grow on the other side, or you choose whether you're going to avoid it. You choose whether you're going to maintain the minimum level of discomfort that you need to survive life. But the choice you make is going to be significant on the outcomes that you have. So you can't choose to be comfortable and expect that you're going to have a great life. So you need to choose that you're going to pursue what's important to you, and that when it gets uncomfortable, you're going to do what you need to get done what you need to get done. So one of the first things that we need to understand when it comes to getting the right mindset, or being mentally resilient, or however you want to frame it, is choice. You just have to make the choice that that's who you want to be. So I'm not going to go and tell people to kill themselves in hard work or bury themselves with hard work, and I'll talk about some of the human performance factors later, but you need to make the choice that you're going to be the person who is not going to crumble when things get difficult. You're going to be the person that is happy to be uncomfortable when things have to be uncomfortable. Okay, you don't deliberately have to make yourself uncomfortable, but you make the choice that you're going to lean into life, whatever it throws at you. So the choice that you make about who you want to be is going to be one of the things that dictates the outcomes that you have. So before we can be mentally strong, we almost need to make the choice that we're going to be mentally strong. So I hope that helps you understand the power of choice, and the fact that choice is probably one of the first things that we need to confront and think about. What choices are we making now? Who are we choosing to be? Okay, and how do we need to choose who we're going to be to go where we want to go?